Sorry about that. I think my Wi-Fi cut off a small bit there. Let's try again. Why, seller couldn't hope for a better deal. A very cowardly seller.
Don't let sleeves over there trick you. So I made a deal with the Chief Justice. Where's your proof?
Well...
Oh yeah? And you're forgetting one other important thing.
Do tell.
Interpol isn't the only ones out there watching this. Virginian Customs barely sleeps. Or is there so worried about cocoons getting out?
So we were informed. I continue with the cross-examination.
Objection!
Actually, there is one way.
What?
One way to get something out of the country, no checks. What is it?
You become a prosecutor.
A prosecutor? Yeah. I don't believe it. Believe it, Prosecutor Gavin. What was it you told me yesterday at your office? It was a beautiful instrument. It was played lovingly for many years. A guitar befitting a woman like Lemoire. How did it end up here? I mentioned how much I enjoyed playing it that night when she made a present of it. This guitar's from Virginia? Sat at ease, we couldn't carry it on the plane, changes the air pressure and humidity ruins the wood, so we vacuum packed it into Lamar's studio. I used a special shipping service available to me for transporting evidence. Sid brought it right up to my office for me. Pristine and untouched. Did I get that right, Prosecutor Gavin? Untouched? Right. The guitar was wrapped in several sheets of vacuum packed in Virginia. The pack was untouched until the day of the concert. Are you saying that the guitar was... With cocoons this small, it would have been very easy to use your guitar as a mule to smuggle a cocoon out of Virginia. What? Which reminds me, Prosecutor Gavin, my guitar had some work done it recently, right? Work? Good metal forehead. Well, you know how guitars have round hole in the front. It's called the sound hole. Well, they found something attached to the wood just inside the hole. A broken device of some sort. A broken device? Yes, this in fact. An igniter? Exactly. Consider this if you will. What if that igniter wasn't the only thing that was attached inside your guitar? You mean? You mean this, of course. There was a way to get a cocoon out of the country. They could use Piggy Prosecutor Gavin's privileged guitar as a mule. And who better to do that than someone with access? Like a member of the band. Yeah! Order. So the igniter was placed in the alcohol reason, it seems. It was a safety precaution. A precaution? Ah, how forehead at last it all comes together. Every strange thing that happened that day. Care to review? Maestro the Gentle Sounds Lamar's ballad, if you please. First, my keys were stolen, a harmless misdemeanor, which forced me to break the lock on my guitar case. The key was stolen to retrieve the cocoon from the guitar. I see. But things didn't go so well. The smuggler wasn't counting on his guitar being wrapped. Only a member of the band could get near that case. Unwrapping the guitar would raise too many suspicions. Then the concert began. Right about this time, a very large problem presented itself to the smuggler. What's that? Mr. Latouche. Yeah. Mr. Latouche, an undercover agent, was onto something. He would have known about the guitar. He'd only have to check the zipping records. So Mr. Latouche tried to examine the guitar himself. If the cocoon were confiscated, then the gig would be up. The only thing left for the smuggler to do was to get rid of the whole lot. It's over. Press the switch now. The guitar burst into flames and the cocoon was lost. And then Mr. Latouche died. Was Lamar there to witness it? There's your case.
Brilliant, man.
That's a question.
I gotta know you make all that up on the fly.
I made up story. It makes a great deal of sense, Dalian.
Republic of Virginia? Sorry, man, but I haven't even been there.
Sure you haven't.
Hell, let's see you make a story for that, kid. How'd I have the cocoon in the first place, huh?
Yeah, it's not so hard to imagine. You had a help. A Virginian accomplice. That's all. That you had an accomplice was clear from the start. The voice of War heard proves it. It's over. Press the switch now. You made this transmission from backstage. Your co-conspirator was on stage. But who was it? This is it, the coup de grace. I know, and for once I know what I'm doing. There's only one person who could have helped him. With a great accusation comes great responsibility. Make up your answer on the fly, Edward. You'll be harshly penalized. Are you ready, Mr. Justice? Who is the smuggler's accomplice? There's only one person who meets all the requirements of the accomplice. And that person is the defendant Nazi to buy. But Mr. Justice, he's your client.
The defense attorney accusing his client? That's a new one.
I assure you no one is more unhappy about this than I. But I'm here to defend him in the murder of Mr. Latouche, and I stand by my statement earlier that he's innocent of that particular crime.
Indeed, the defendant is Virginian.
He does meet the basic requirements to be the accomplice. But what if it was, in fact, Noir? It couldn't have been.
Well, you seem sure of yourself.
The reason is electronic signals, Charlotte.
Electronic signals?
The core of this remote only works to a range of 30 feet. Beyond that, it's useless.
Yes, that's true.
Now think back to the testimony. When the shooter made the transmission, the wire was in the air vent, right above the dressing room where the shooter stood. Let's take a look at the stage diagram. This is the area that the remote could reach from the air vent.
Well, looking at this, it seems the wire could still have done indeed.
No. When the shooter made that transmission, the stage was slightly different than shown here. It was in the middle of the guitar serenade. Part of the stage is raised, Prosecutor Gavin and Lamar standing were in the air. They were on a tower which happens to be 15 feet tall. In other words, the remote couldn't have worked from Lamar's position in the air vent.
Ah.
Well, Detective Crescent, what do you say to that?
Your Honor? Yes, Detective?
Could we see the video where Gavin's guitar burns? Just one more time?
Well, I don't see why not.
What? Don't tell me there's a way out of this. Too bad, so sad, punk. Punk? First your sleeves, then kidnap Punk? You're losing rank fast, Apollo.
What exactly are you supposed to see in this video?
The problem isn't what we see, correct, Dalian?
Right, it's what you hear. We are musicians, after all.
You had to play to us non-musician?
Sure thing, Punk. Let me see your yarn straight first. You say I ordered the wee pianist to sound to make that igniter, that right?
Yes.
But in order to do that, he'd have to press a switch. Am I right?
Okay.
Take another lesson. Pay attention to the piano.
Piano?
What seems to be the problem there? The piano sounded just fine.
And that's the problem, man. You still don't get it? Yeah. How is he supposed to hit the switch if he's playing?
You got Miss Diva, the guitar, the bass, the piano, and the drums. The only one with her hands free was Diva. What? According to you, she couldn't have been the accomplice, could she? Well, I don't know. That's something we'll have to save for the next episode. I don't think we've got long, so I may just have to do it a little bit later. But yes, if you guys did enjoy this episode, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It really does help. Click the bell icon down below to be notified when I live stream or upload a video. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!